finish getting ready with me while I tell you how I shot my brother's eye out. Or how I pew my brother's eye out. Point blank on accident. Kind of. So, let's take it back to 2006, y'all. Let's go way back in the decade, okay? It is 2006, a nice, warm, Grand Bay, southern Alabama summer is happening. And my brother is outside painting baseboard, being such a great son, helping my mom, do work. Me, I had just had my tonsils taken out. And before I had my tonsils taken out, the night before, I was sent to go get my brother from his friend's house. Well, as I go down there to go get him, immediately as I step out of the car, I get lit up with paintballs. Just pew, 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 pew. And I'm just like, WTF. I jump in my car, I'm like, whoa! And I book it back home for safety. I get inside and I'm like, you go get your son. That is your son. That is not my brother. That's not related to me. He has shot me up with paintball guns. So, fast forward 3 days from that. Had my tonsils taken out. Was all laid up in my mom's bed as you do when you're a kid and you're sick. Well, I decided to finally wake up out of this coma I was in and decided to start hunting for where my brother's paintball guns were because they were outside doing work. And I was all alone inside and had full reign to going into his room and finding these paintball guns and getting that wonderful karma I so wanted to give him. Because this is not the first time. He would chase me and my friends around the neighborhood and just light us up with paintballs. I had so many whelps and stuff all over my body I couldn't wear skirts to school. I looked like I was being abused, okay, y'all? Anyways, so he's out there painting baseboard in my jacket, okay? Girl jacket. Anyways, and board shorts or whatever, swim trunks, out there painting baseboard like a true redneck. Well, I go into his room, look right in his closet. I mean, he didn't even hide him well. It was like God saying, here, my child. Bam, there's paintball guns. I was like, winner, winner, chicken dinner. So I'm like, how are we going to do this? You know what? We're going to Mission Impossible it. We're going to go out there on our knees and just pew, 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 up his car, right? And so I go outside. I get on my knees and I'm all aimed up, got the gun, and I'm just like, or got the paintball, and I'm all like, okay, see his car? And I'm like, pew, 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 pew. Tires, doors, windows, all of it, just like he did to me, And he's sitting there hollering at me with a paintbrush in his hand and a paint bucket in the other. A big paint bucket, mind you, okay? Telling me that I need to stop. And blah, 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 blah. Well, me being the wonderful sister I am, did I stop? Of course not. What'd I do? I proceeded to start shooting all the paintballs at his feet to make him dance. Because that'll even be more hilarious. So, I start shooting at his feet to make him dance like pew, 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 pew. And what does he do? Like any other reasonable person with brain cells, I guess. Let's charge after her. And that'll get her to stop. I'm on my knees, mind you. Pew, pew. He's coming at me, and I'm like, oh, God. What do I do now? Wasn't expecting this reaction. Figured he'd just white flag surrender. Nope. Starts running at me with the paintbrush, swinging it around, the paint bucket, getting ready just to dump it on me. He's doing his retarded little giggle laugh, thinking it's just as hilarious as me, or found it as hilarious as I found shooting up his car, okay? And I'm like, Rhythm, don't you dare, don't you dare. And I'm trying to run back as fast as I can on my little knees. I still got the paintball in my hand, in this hand, fully extended, like, get back, because he's running at me, and I'm trying to run back on my knees. Well, what I do, I trip, and I go, bam, on this metal toolbox that we had randomly in our yard, of course, just pop. Come back up. As I come back up, I'm like, he's right in, diving in, like he's coming in with the paint bucket, diving in. He's here, I'm here, and I'm just like fully extended, and as he's like, bah, and I'm like, bah, and I just go, pew, pew. That was it. He goes, bah, and goes down, and he's like, I'm not playing no more, And I'm like, I didn't know it was a game. I'm like, my bad, I didn't know it was a game we were playing. I thought I was just, but I was like, I'm bad. So I did run over there to check on him, and I moved his hand, and there was paintball residue and it was starting to swell up and blood was coming out of his eyes, ears, nose, mouth. And I was just like, I'm going to kill my brother. This is a big F up. But yes, sadly, he did lose his eye. It was terrible. And I feel bad for it. It was a freak accident. But that's what happens when you're grown up in the good old times and just got to run wild. Yeah, anyways. But don't feel all bad, okay? Because remember, he cut my toes off. And also, somehow he sued me, and I don't know how because I was a minor and shit, but he got money for it, and he ended up having a Corvette at 20, okay? With one good eye. He was still pimping it and pulling ladies, all right? So, don't feel bad for him, all right? Like I tell him, I'll take your other eye if you keep getting smart with me. Even though we know it was a freak accident, we do joke about it now. But, yeah, like I tell him, don't play with me. I'll take your other eye.